Hey, so I just wanted to update you with a video on some of the games on here. Let's go to PS2 because I know a lot of curiosity here of what games are on here. So I'm just going to scroll through the list and hopefully I can catch myself back when I get to Pac-Man or Outrun. So I'm just going to go through the list. I'm going to go pretty fast because there are a lot of games. So if you see the game you like, you can pause the video. But I'm just going to keep moving because this is going to take a while. And it is all in alphabetical order. So when you can think of a game that you want to see or that you want to see is on here, just kind of pay attention to where I am on the list, and then you can either slow it down or start pausing. Sorry for going so fast, but there's just way too many games, and if I take my time, this video is going to take forever. And I do want to get through other lists, so if you see duplicates, like I just saw 2 Devil May Cries, that's because it's a 2-disc game, so you need disc 1 and disc 2, kind of with Metal Gear also. I will try to get through PS3 also, and maybe some Switch. Alright, we should be coming back to the start pretty soon. That was right here. That's where we started. Okay, so that's all the games for PS2. There's 416 games. So now let's go to Charlie. Go Charlie. Sorry, my dog's all over me. Here's PS3. We have 122 games. And we'll start here with 3D Dot Heroes. Some of the collections have 2 games. If you saw the God of War collection, that was 2 games in one. It's Chains of Olympus, and there's another one I can't remember. It's Metal Gear Solid 4. That's a trilogy, so it's 3 games in one. And that was the beginning right there. So for PS3, we have 122 games. PSP, 789. I'm not gonna go through this list. This is just way too many. But there's pretty much all the bigger games are on here. All the most famous games are on. PS3 400. I'm not gonna go through that. That's also a very long list. But most of the major games are on there. Let's see what else we can go through here. We got Dreamcast 225. Sega Saturn 331, Sega CD 139, Game Gear 386, Genesis 1133. We'll just scroll through some of these. Nintendo Switch 84 games. Let's go through here. We'll start here with Eternal Blade. This game works, but it has graphical issues, so just be aware. This one I couldn't find the artwork, so there's no artwork. Probably one of the better Zelda games right here, Tears of the Kingdom. And that's the beginning of. Now let's go to Wii. We have 72 games. Now this Wii U, it is kind of tricky to play because some games require the touchpad, so you gotta use your mouse as your touchpad. So some games require a mouse, and some games require you to switch from the pad to the TV. There is ways to do it. I could always make a video to show you how to do it, but since it's not a straightforward controller for this one, it's a little harder. Like, see, these games require a lot of touchpad, and sometimes you require actually motion. So thankfully the DS4 controllers that I have motion, so you can play a lot of these motion games with the controllers. Did I already go? Breath of the Wild's another great game for Wii U. And Xenoblade is a great game also. And also Yoshi's Woolly World is a really cute game. And that's the beginning of the list. Okay, so let's go out and go to Wii. Here we got 48 games. Wii's the same way. Wii, you had that weird controller. Well, thankfully no touchpad, so it's a lot easier, but you still gotta set up your controller for, it's already set up, but you can change the controller type you want. And I think that was the beginning of it. Nintendo DS, I'm not going to go through these lists. Some are too big. 1478. Game Boy Advance, 1919. GameCube is 91 games. Game Boy Color, 590. N64, 321. Virtual Boy, 31. Super Nintendo 783, Game Boy 621, Nintendo 892. Some of these I don't know them that well. Xbox is 101 games. We can go through this list. And some of the reason I don't go through the other lists is because they're just too many games, and also they're older systems. Majority of games are going to work, and it's going to have most of the games anyway, so. I think we went back to the start. Not too sure. Yes, we're back at the start. Okay. So that's Xbox. Some other systems here. I don't know them that well. If you're looking at the numbers, are right here if you want to find them, zoom in. PC Classics, there's 185 games. Let's see. Commodore is 8,000, that's quite a bit. Let's see what we have here. Jaguar was a system that wasn't around too long, but it was a pretty good system. There's 59 games. Atari, 3,000 for this one, 101 for this one, 5,000 for this one, 400, 100, 3,000. MAME is like, there's some light gun games in here, and there's a lot of arcade games. 2,000 for Apple, 25, 2,300. For light gun, we have 230 games. So this takes the majority of the light gun games and throws them on this list. So if you ever plug in a Wiimote to use it as a gun, you can totally use it on this area, or you can get the thinned-in light gun and use it on this section of the game. It has a mix of all the systems, like Atari, Nintendo, PS2 even will be on here. I don't think I have any for PS3. Sega Saturn. That was Dreamcast. I think Police Trainer's on here. That was probably one of my favorite games. So yeah, it's a huge list. 200 plus games. I'm not gonna go through the whole list. It's quite a bit. But yeah, a lot. It's the favorites of games that I probably play the most. All games. I don't know why it says 22. It's probably 22 that I've searched. There's way more. Oh, it's because I'm still searching for Simpsons. And Steam. I haven't tried Steam. I've heard it works. I just haven't bothered because this computer has Windows, so you can always get Steam on Windows. And okay, that's pretty much it. Just all I wanted to show you. 789 for PSP. Just wanted to give you an idea of what's all in here and what you can play. Dreamcast 225. So yeah.